Frida met with Beyond Stillness over the course of 5 weeks to articulate and publicly share this story of wisdom, purpose, connection, and hope. This interview was recorded during the final meeting together. To learn more about our programs, services, or to sponsor a guest on their story crafting journey, please visit www.beyondstillness.org. This story is presented in partnership with Santa Clara County's Stroke Awareness Foundation. We're honored to amplify voices from Santa Clara County and the surrounding areas. Visit www.strokeinfo.org to learn more. This week on Beyond Stillness, Stories After Stroke, we welcome guest Frida Swenson. After an ischemic stroke in March of 2020 left her unable to speak, Frida faced the challenges of aphasia, isolation, and frustration. Through determination and heart, she worked to reclaim her voice and discovered a new purpose in supporting others on similar paths. Join us as Frida shares her powerful journey of recovery, connection, and hope. Thank you for joining us for part 2, Frida Swenson's interview. Hello and welcome to Beyond Stillness, Stories After Stroke. Stroke offers a powerful, life-changing shift in perspective. Each colorful memory creates a parable for life's greater teachings, a compass for journeys ahead, and inspired wisdom for unique growth. Beyond Stillness offers a moment of pause for storytelling and reflection. Ultimately, we create a welcoming environment that reveres the moment beyond stroke's paralysis. Still moments unite humanity and divinity. I'm your host, Molly Bucola. As we begin today, we take a moment of pause, a moment to honor the way that wisdom has emerged through recovery. And we give thanks. Now, Frida Swenson's interview. Frida, thank you for sharing your story.
Yeah, thank you.
Quite the story. When the Stroke Awareness Foundation offered an opportunity to craft and share your story, why did you want to volunteer for that?
I think it's important to spread awareness. I had aphasia. That was primarily the side effect that I had, and I want for people to know that a young person can be affected by aphasia, and also the misconceptions of aphasia. This disease in any age. The aphasia doesn't make you less intelligent. You are the same person as before. It's just you just can't express your thoughts and your opinions, and yeah.
You worked in a hospital when you had your stroke, and at that point you said that you worked with stroke survivors.
Yeah.
What did you think you knew about strokes and aphasia before?
Yeah, I thought that most people are the elderly stage. I guess I haven't seen younger population with strokes. And I did know about aphasia, but I just thought, okay, they can't speak, and that's it. Like that was the only education that I had. It's just can't speak. So when I received the news that I had a stroke, it was very surprising to me. I thought, like, why? I'm younger.
Yeah. At one point in your story, you said that you were conscious and
Hmm.
knew that you were trapped inside your body, unable to
Yeah.
speak,
Hmm.
unable to move.
Yeah.
You couldn't hear at that point, and your
Yeah.
vision was blurred.
Yeah. Yeah. After I was discharged from the hospital, that's where my husband gave me the news that I had a stroke, and did realize because my right side body was affected. I still had my right hand weak, and I couldn't see a lot on my right side. So I knew that something affected my half body, but I still was confused about my speech. I thought that at the end of the rehab, I would speak again, and I did not know at that time that it's a journey.
Hmm.
Yeah.
It's a journey.
Mm-hmm.
And when your speech didn't come back as soon as you thought,
Mm-hmm.
what were your thoughts and feelings in that part of the journey?
At the beginning, I thought about what to do. I couldn't work. I couldn't practice my career. I couldn't do anything. So it was almost like a shocking news to me. Like that one day I was able to do everything, and then the next day I everything um was taken away. And so now, if I don't recover my speech, then what would I do? Communication is so important. I thought, like, oh my God, so now I won't have any career if I don't uh, learn to speak again.
Mhm. Frida, one, you are bilingual.
Mm-hmm.
Two, you are very well educated with two higher ed degrees. And when I asked the question, what were your thoughts and feelings? Your initial response was, what can I do? Because
Yeah.
you're a go-getter.
Yeah.
So you're in this moment that is so difficult. You struggle to communicate. You're brilliant. You're well educated. You're a community person. And your thought is, what can I do? And that's what you do every day. You
Yeah.
have found a way to push yourself to reconnect those pathways.
Mm-hmm.
Also, found a way to connect with people while living with aphasia.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
How do you suggest people who may not have the go-getter mentality, how do they start on that journey
Yeah.
towards recovery?
I think they can start with maybe small steps, or maybe put label everything in your house, and then you can repeat the items. Um, dry board, uh, yeah, dry board, eraser.
Uh-huh.
Um, that every day we practice the day and the month, the day, for example, like Monday, April 2nd, 2021. I wrote that, and I repeated again and again just to memorize that. Um, so you are learning. If it's still small steps, small little things, you can still learn.
Hmm. You continue to learn each day. You continue to push yourself. And what started with labeling
Mhm.
things in the home and repeating words now, today, in what ways are you continuing to push yourself?
Mm, yeah, so I like a thesaurus, and I have an app with the thesaurus. Is because sometimes I forget a specific word, but I have some word that is similar. So I put the similar word in the thesaurus, and then it brings up the actual word that I'm thinking about, and then it tells me, and then I just like repeat it, and try to remember the word. I also have a lot of sticky notes, a lot of notes. If I have a meeting or something that I need to discuss a topic, but it's very important to not miss these words, then I write down like a draft, the summary of words that I need to say, and not don't forget don't forget those words.
Yeah.
I also like subtitles because I like to see the words.
Hmm.
It ingrains the words in your brain, I think, better
Yeah.
seeing the words in a screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always learning.
Yeah.
When you talk about words in your story, you mentioned the song by Pink Martini, Hang on Little Tomato.
Yeah,
What
those
about the words
words.
in the song Hang on Little Tomato
Yeah.
motivating for you?
Yeah, I thought that okay, I had a aphasia, I can communicate and all that, but I need to learn it, and so just hang on. I couldn't practice my career, can't do things independently, but just hang on. I think the song says there's a tomato plant and there's rain and darkness, but then later on there will be sunshine, and you will grow um, like a plum tomato. Yeah, I try to achieve that, to say like, okay, right now it's bad, but just hang on and it will get better. Yeah. At the time, to me, it was devastating that I can't express my thoughts. I can't work. So that would be very, very dark times. But I had some hope that if I'm trying to learn to speak again, if I'm doing, um, um, if I take on this journey, at the end of it, it will be better.
Mm, it
Yeah,
will be better.
yeah, it will be better. Yeah, it's like a light at the end of the tunnel.
Do you feel like it is better?
Yeah, I think it is, and some days I had days that were bad, that the hope was kind of decreasing, and then you will realize that it will get better. I also took my journey. I took the journey as a day each time. Like I only said, okay, what am I doing today? I learned a couple words. I did this that will help me in my recovery just for today. You don't know the other days. It's also like overwhelming for me. It's like, oh my God, like I can't, I need to learn to speak again. That's not a brief course to talk again. So it is overwhelming. And so, yeah, I took a day at a time.
A day at a time.
Yeah. Hmm.
It's so hard when we know exactly where we want to be, which is way ahead of where we are now.
Yeah.
So taking a day at a time can be really powerful. You just said, I would look at that day and think, okay, what did I do today that helped me go a little bit towards that goal?
Yeah, and it doesn't mean in the speech area. It could be in a physical therapy, maybe my hand exercises or my eye exercises, and it will get better if you do those that things that the doctors are prescribing
Uh,
to.
you mentioned that your family and friends were very helpful throughout. What can people do in order to support people with aphasia on
Mm-hmm.
their journey in their communication? What can we do when interacting with people who live with aphasia?
Well, I think one thing is that you treat them as you have treated them before. This person that has not changed in the personality or or other things. It's just they can't express their ideas. But yeah, all my friends and family treated me as normal. They were asking questions just like a normal me. But the only thing is, then you need to be patient. If you're asking questions, then you need to expect for the person to take longer to to try to figure out the words and then saying it. A lot of the times people try to complete your sentences, and that's may not be wrong what you're trying to say. Don't complete the other person's sentences. Just include them as usual. Don't think like, oh, this person can, so don't invite them. Also try for the person to try to be independent. So my husband, of course, helped me in all kinds of appointments and things where I can't speak, but we are practicing like my date of birth or things like that. We or he will come to the attendant and say, okay, she needs to practice this statement and like hear her. Then I practice it a very long time and all that. But yeah, just um be almost like an advocate also when the person can't express their opinions. Then try to voice their wishes.
That's a fine line. You said it's important to give people an opportunity to be independent and
Mm-hmm.
to try themselves. And
Yeah,
it's also important to be an advocate.
yeah,
How does one know how to step up as an advocate while still honoring the individual in their independence?
yeah. Maybe if the person gets frustrated because they can't express those ideas. And for me, it's still very difficult to express like very abstract, more like emotional areas. It's very hard. So if the person is frustrated, then try to speak up, but also uh, check first with the person, and then if they agree, then of course, then share the opinions of the person.
So ask,
Yeah,
Frida,
ask the person. Mm-hmm.
Frida, would you like help finding the
Mm-hmm.
word? Or Frida, would you like me to share what you've already shared with me?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Sure. Would you like me to step up at this point?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So I hear you say, treat the person like you've always treated them. We're still there. We have difficulty expressing ourselves,
Yeah.
but we're still there. So treat us how you've always treated us. Invite us.
Mm-hmm.
A lot
Yeah.
of times, friends and family members don't really know how to interact with people after a stroke
Mm-hmm.
or people living with aphasia. And your suggestion is invite us, let us decide.
Yeah. Yeah. Or just yeah, like if a lot of the times when you have a person who has aphasia and then has another like caregiver,
Hmm.
a lot of the people try to speak to the caregiver, not to the actual person.
Yeah.
But yeah, try to speak with the person who has aphasia,
Hmm.
and maybe they have advanced in their speech. It's just it's slower for
Hmm.
them to say whatever they want to say.
So that's another thing you're saying. Patience.
Yeah, patient.
Have patience.
Yeah.
Let them try to find the word.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And there's a big push right now on aphasia awareness. And it sounds like you sharing your story are contributing to that, but also welcoming conversation and
Mm-hmm.
people are stepping up to connect with you.
Yeah.
So, you mentioned isolation throughout recovery as we're talking
Mm-hmm.
about this.
Mm-hmm.
What are some tools that worked for you along your journey that have worked for you along your journey in reconnecting with other people?
Um, well, a few months after my stroke, I was searching online because I wanted to see a person who has similar um, case in my situation, or see if the person um, has recovered. Then maybe I will um, if the person has recovered, then I could recover also. I only found one person, and so after I was posting videos and things like that, a lot of people or commented uh, in with their stories, with their situations, and yeah, a lot of them are in the 30s, or in the 40s, so they are similar to my case. And now a lot of them, they ask questions, like what do you do to recover. And so of course I'm sharing that information because I wanted that. Before I wanted that, um like an example of person, no, an example who recovered from aphasia, and see, and and sharing the tools, the tips, the struggles also.
And so what you're saying is once you did that, that helped you feel more connected with other people.
Yeah.
And it sounds like when you were in search of other people were in search of you also.
Yeah.
And now you continue to share your story and others share with you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. They comment, um, they share a summary of their story, um, or the caregivers comment about this is kind of like a hope for the person that you did it. So the aphasia person will do it also. You know, they understand my journey, and also I understand them also, and um, yeah, and also like you're not alone. I found this niche of people who are similar to me, and now I feel like I'm not alone. Someone else is out there.
Yeah.
And all of us encourage each other.
Mm.
Mhm.
That's really big of you, Frida. When you weren't able to find community out there, when you weren't able to find anyone that seemingly was on a similar journey, you just put yourself out there. That takes so much courage. And
Yeah.
when you were able to do that, once you put yourself out there, and you said it was early on in your journey, so you were still struggling to find each and every word.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
when you had the courage to say, "Here I am," people showed up and said, "Thank God you're sharing
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Here I am too."
Yeah. Yeah. It's just because it was so important. I don't know.
It's
Yeah. Yeah.
Frida, thank you so much for taking time throughout the past 6 weeks or so to craft your story in order to share with other people. It's
Yeah. Yeah.
really an inspiration the way that you put yourself out there. And
Yeah.
every single day you work to reconnect those pathways. And like you said, you're seeing progress. And now you're bringing more people into the fold in order to show a way forward.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's true. Yeah.
thank you for sharing your story with us, Frida.
Mhm.
And thank you for volunteering to share your story specifically for the stroke walk coming up. And we look forward to seeing you there.
Yeah. Thank you.
Storytelling empowers us to share our experiences in a way that invites others to reflect on their own. In closing, we offer reflection questions as an opportunity to spark dialogue with yourself, friends, family, or fellow stroke survivors. In a moment, I will read questions aloud. You can also find them written in the podcast episode description. Community conversation prompts. How has your understanding of patience and resilience shifted throughout your own recovery? How has sharing your journey with others, whether through videos, conversations, or support groups, impacted your healing process?
Beyond Stillness, Stories After Stroke is made possible by our guests and tax-deductible donations from friends and listeners like you. Join us in empowering stroke survivors with stories of wisdom, purpose, connection, and hope at www.beyondstillness.org.
Thank you for joining us for Part 2, Frida Swenson's interview. For the full story, please listen to Part 1, Frida Swenson's story. Each colorful memory creates a parable for life's greater teachings, a compass for journeys ahead, and inspired wisdom for unique growth. Frida's journey of reclaiming her voice and finding new purpose is a powerful reminder of the strength within us all. We hope her story inspires and encourages you on your own path through recovery. If you found value in today's episode, please like, share, subscribe, or leave a review so others can find these powerful stories too. And remember, as part of the stroke community, you are more than supportive. You are inspirational. This story was presented in partnership with Santa Clara County's Stroke Awareness Foundation, that's founded on a mission to bring life-saving, standardized stroke treatment to Santa Clara County. Today, all 10 hospitals in Santa Clara County are stroke certified. For over 2 decades, the Stroke Awareness Foundation has raised awareness and empowered the community through education on the warning signs of stroke. The Stroke Awareness Foundation works to reach all of our communities through multilingual BEFAST education. Know the signs, save a life. Recognizing stroke symptoms quickly improves stroke outcomes and can make all the difference. Together, we save lives and improve the health of our community. These are common stroke symptoms. B, fast. B, balance, sudden loss of balance or coordination. E, eyes, sudden trouble seeing in one or both eyes. F, face, facial drooping or uneven smile. A, arms, weakness or numbness in one arm. S, speech, slurred speech or difficulty speaking. T, time to call 911.